everyone, it's Sammy from Sammy's Sweet Life, and we are talking daily planners today. I'm going to title this video something like WTF was I thinking, or why am I like this, or I need a planner intervention, something along those lines of like, okay, we're going to get really deep and vulnerable and probably comedic and sarcastic as well. But this is talking about daily planners. So I told you throughout all the Erin Condren launch video stuff that the Daily Duo is one of my favorite planners. And because of all my shingles and health recovery stuff, I didn't end up using a ton of the beginning of this planner, which I can't really show you because I'll show you like another page in the back, okay? So these pages haven't been used yet, but they're typically blank. You just get the color stripe based on whatever tabs you have. So if you get the minimal, or in the previous year's canvas, they're light gray and gray. If you get the colorful, you get the colorful tabs with a colorful matching line. And this happened to be the floral at the time, Bold Blooms. And it was a really nice saturated floral color combo. The bars are there. And I added my own stickers from various different sticker collections you'll see throughout here when we flip through a little bit. But they totally redesigned the Daily Duo in that they got rid of the mini calendar that used to be right here, which I'll show you some in a minute when we get to that part of the video. But I just love, they moved it up and it was totally a game changer for me. I ended up using whatever 7x9 I already had and going back to this before this one came out and just getting so excited, and then using this pretty much the whole time. Aside from my shingles recovery, I was really in the Daily Duo for the better part of like 6 to 8-ish months because I had already moved into a previous Daily Duo. I had had a 7x9 canvas, which is the neutral. Now it's called minimal because they changed it a little bit, but I just love the way that this is done. There's no mini calendar, and then you can see the lines on the other side. Hopefully you can see, but the lines that are printed on this part of the paper, you can see through. So I can carry this list as far down as I really want to. If I want a list that's a mile long for each day, I can have it, and I love that. So this just is such a productivity thing for me. I love this. I don't use it every day. Don't use it on weekends a lot, but days I want to get done, this is my planner to do it. And I love adding florals in. Like I cut some of them come corners and half like that. I went ahead and added stickers to the rest of this, and this one ends in June. Okay, so end of June. Let's see how far I get. I get July 1st, and then I'm going to need a new Daily Duo. And I was thinking in all of my planner launch videos, brace yourselves guys, in those videos I was like, you know what, I want another Daily Duo, but I kind of suspected I had a couple of other options. I knew I didn't use all the pages in that minimal Daily Duo. It's a 7x9 planner. I knew I didn't use all those pages. So I could use that. I know I don't use the weekend pages in here, so I know I could go back to those. I also had a very giant health thing, the shingles eyeball situation. I've talked about it in tons of videos, but it took me out of the planner game for quite a while. I couldn't use my eye a whole lot. Even after the strict eye rest, my eye was still very easily fatigued, very sensitive to light. I still couldn't do a whole lot. So I was just taking it real easy, listening to a lot of audiobooks during that time, and I didn't need a daily page. So there's a lot of gaps in the front of this one. This is the calendar year, January to June. So, you know, come January, I was not planning all that much, didn't end up needing to have a daily to-do list or anything. So I didn't use a lot of this specific book. I used the other 6 months, the July to December, almost cover to cover. There's very few gaps that I had in that one. But here's where it gets crazy, guys. You ready? I was like, oh, I have another Daily Duo that I can totally repurpose, you know, after this. And I was thinking about it and knowing I have the weekend gaps in here, and I know I have the gaps in the beginning. So what I did was I went ahead and stickered up pretty much all of the pages in here and covered up the dates. So this is a page in January, never ended up using, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do something crazy, and I'm going to call this Finish Every Page. Maybe not the monthlies so much. I don't really use the monthlies that much, but finish all of these in-between pages that never got used. So I've got a few months of basically no pages. Like there's a page that got used, right? Like if I am having a super productive day, I need some pages. I used a few here and there, but like there's most of these pages aren't used, you know? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna finish every page in this. I want to use these ones for meal plans, meal prep, also cake pop orders and stuff. There's outlining anything foodie related can go there. I've covered up the dates here, so I can use these pages whatever day I want. I can just write in a day or add a sticker. Not even write in a day if I don't want to. I can just use it whatever day I need it. So my plan, first up, is to fill out this book to completion. And right now I'm not even using the weekly pages. Here's me hopping into it, what, March? So I've got a few days done in March, but not sticking with it a whole lot. See, like gaps, plenty of gaps. Not really getting through a lot of it. Using it here and there. Didn't decorate like all of these. This is all this month, so I was working on some of it, not working on some of it. Also, we were traveling some of this for dance competitions and stuff, so I don't end up using a whole lot of those. So I just, any page that wasn't used, I slapped a sticker over the date part of it, and they're pages to fill in and come back to. Also these. I can use these for notes. I can use these for a daily page. Like, I can just write a to-do list. It's no big deal. Weekly meal planning and stuff can go in here. Like, woke up with a migraine. Didn't end up doing a whole lot that day. This is a day I can use. That's just a random, like, I didn't use one on Thursday because I'm like kind of recovering from that migraine, still using this checklist, didn't use this page. Don't use the weekend pages. So usually Saturday and Sunday, completely blank. So there's tons of gaps in here. The whole point is, like, I didn't use this entire book. So I was looking at the prices of the daily duos, and they're like 85, 90 bucks. If you get the colorful coils on there, you know, they're pricey planners. And I think each year they might have gone up a little bit. I don't remember them always being around 90 bucks, but maybe it's because I never got coils until this last year or so. I have plenty of coils I could stick on old ones, but I'm like, okay, I'm going to use this to its fullest. I did for the first 6 months, but I have so many gaps, I want to go back. So come July 2nd, since I have July 1st in the back here, there's July 1st. Come July 2nd, I'm going to start from the beginning, work my way across the rest of the book. I don't tend to use the monthly pages so much in all my planners. I don't tend to use the dashboard pages all that much. I'm going to try. I don't know what I'm going to necessarily use it for. Right now I'm doing cake pop stuff. Let's see. Here's my April cake pop. So I had a pre-order, and then the cake pop orders went out that day. I've got a couple of things on the May calendar I'm not going to show right now, but I'm trying to outline those so I can use the monthlies. For that, I can just redate. You know, all it takes is a couple of stickers. You know, not a big deal. So I could totally redate those and use those, but I can totally use these. I just covered up the date, added a few stickers. I was trying to use up some sticker book stuff in the beginning. So these are old EC stickers. I was sticking in these ones, but again, I could put other stickers on these blank ones, and it's perfectly fine. Like, I don't understand why I haven't done this in the past. But yeah, this one, the challenge for the second half of the year is to fill out every single page in here. And again, don't use them on Saturdays and Sundays. So max each week I use maybe 5 of the pages. This one will get me far through the rest of 2025, just using the pages that are already here. And I already love the color combo. I already love the coil. I can change the cover to whatever I want, but I love the bold blooms. It's one of my favorites of the designs. I don't need a new one. And that was where I got through this. I was like, okay, calendar year 2026. Starting in January, I'll get myself another daily duo. If I put in the work, use this one up for 2025, I'll get a new one for 2026. And then I went digging on my shelf, and I am shooketh, guys. This is where the title of the video comes in. We're like, what kind of crazy... I told you guys, I had that 7x9 daily duo half left. So this is what it used to look like. It had the little monthly calendar and then this weird gap. So I was covering this up with stickers, and it just left a weird gap, and it just didn't look cohesive. And of course, like, I took out a page, you can see the dates don't line up. Monday and the note page are missing. They also added in that weekly overview, whereas before it just used to be, well, that's not gonna help. Let me find one. Here's one. So there's a Sunday, you get a 1 page, and now it has an extra whole sheet. So one side is notes, one side is that weekly overview. So you get 2 notes pages and a weekly overview every single week now in the daily duo. So It's totally redesigned, so much better, and I love the new one, but I have all the old ones I can still use. Like, there's not that much difference. Okay, this is where I'm like, I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna pop off here. There's not that much difference, guys. It makes a huge difference to me in my mind because it looks so much nicer. Like, this just looks so much nicer than this just being in the middle of the freaking page. I can't stand it. I can cover it up. It's not that big a deal. Like, in the grand scheme of things, it's still the encumbered paper. It's still the beautiful design. It just has one thing I don't like. I can cover it up, right? No big deal. And same with the date. These dates are from 2024, but I'm going to be using it for 2025 and beyond, probably. I can just cover it up. It's not that big a deal, you know? So I don't know what I was thinking I was gonna buy another daily duo. I was thinking, oh, July 1st, I need a daily duo. I was like, wait a minute, son. Like, hold up. I have plenty of pages in here I can still use. I have plenty of pages in here I can still use. So I started using this one sometime. Don't use it all the time. I covered it up. I added the pretty stickers. It's perfectly fine, perfectly usable. It's just kind of annoying to have to cover that up, and then your to-do list is lower down. I get it. I don't love it, but I have it and I want to use it because I paid money for it. What the heck? Like, just get out of my own mind. Why am I like this? Just use the freaking planner, right? Same with this. Like, I didn't use the Saturday, Sunday, but I decorated them. So that's a perfectly viable page to use. I've got some notes. More pages to use. So this is in May. I think this was like recital, end of year. Didn't end up using these daily pages. Going in, I didn't end up using all of these. I wrote out national stuff. There's a few pages used here and there. But I can use all of these. Like, this is basically almost 6 months of pages I have left. You know, and this is the size I like. I like the 7x9, okay? So this is plenty I can use. Here's some. As soon as the new Daily Duo came out, I was like, heck yeah, I'm jumping back into the Daily Duo. I'm going to get one in July, and they did redo the Daily Duo. So here's me using it. I love this planner. Trying out weekly goals. I did that for a long time for the second half of 2024. I was planning out some stuff. I'm going to cover that up, but I just love this planner. I can still use this same one. So I don't need a new daily duo. Just between the two 7x9 options that I have, I can redo all these pages, still have the 7x9 option that I absolutely love. But wait, there's more. There's more crazy. I also have A5. These are not all daily duos. They're not all quite all daily duos. We've got a Moxie Life. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Daily Duo A5. So these would be 2 years worth of Daily Duo A5s. They are not all the way used. I definitely have used some. Like, some of them look thinner than others. This is the old school style. This one is Flora. So we're talking 2022. I think the first one is 2021. So 2021, 2022, but this is perfectly usable, guys. Again, same deal. I can cover up that, I can cover up that, and use these pages for literal years. Literal years. I'm just so disgusted in my own overconsumption here. So I am gonna reuse some of these. I also have a plum paper planner. Same deal. I can totally cover up the day. Perfectly usable pages. It's a nice layout. I don't necessarily like this one as much, but it's still great. I love Plum Paper Planner. I like their smooth paper. Some people don't love it, but I do really like it. And I could customize these. So like if I'm getting way more back into fitness, I can jump into this planner as my daily planner. Also, I have used the Moxie Life Daily for quite a while. They also had the weekly overview page, but they have a really nice one that you can customize yourself. I made my own stickers for this. I also just added my own little titles, but they have a huge honkin' to-do list section, and then not an hourly section necessarily. They have hourly washi you can use for this, but you really just write in your own times. Love the open concept of this, and I do like the lighter grayish look of this. Hate the tabs, just all around. Don't love the covers, don't love the tabs on the Moxie Lives, except the new interchangeable covers are awesome. But the old covers, they've had multiple different types of covers. I haven't loved them at all. But I have this. This is a 6-month, guys. And I know I have other Daily Duo A5s from Moxie Life in my planner shelf. somewhere, somehow. So this is not the only daily duo I have from Moxie Life. This one is a 6 month. The old ones are 3 months because it has the goal setting pages in it as well. But this one doesn't. This is just the 6 months of daily pages. So we're looking at at least 2, possibly 3, possibly even into 4 years of just daily planner pages alone. I don't need a daily planner anytime soon. But wait, there's more. I still have more. Agendio. I designed a couple of Agendios. So this was when I was really doing a lot of fitness and wellness and stuff. I designed this Agendio and I ended up frankenplanning this one, but it's the same sort of concept. This is a different Agendio that I designed with a daily page. So these ones are, I think, I want to say 6 months-ish planners. So they're still almost like a year's worth of Agendio. Again, 7x9 size, so I really like the size of these ones. I mean, that's a whole, almost another year worth of, I have a cover here. I don't know where that cover came from, but it came off a socket somewhere. But there's another almost year, or possibly more than a year's worth of daily 7x9 pages. But wait, there's more. There's even more. Like, what is wrong with me? I've got teeny tiny little bound planners. So these ones are quarterly. I have used some of these. I have more of these too, I'm pretty sure. I've used some here and there, but these are daily pages. So each one of these is about 3 months worth of daily pages. And again, some have been used here and there, some have not. Here's a pretty Moxie Life one. I like the pink color block. Again, I can use any of these. Some are undated, some I just have to cover up the date. No big deal. Again, that's like, gosh, almost a year's worth of pages right there for daily. And again, some are used, but not all of them. This is a plum paper planner one. It's not quite A5. You can see it's like a little bit shorter than A5, but totally usable. Totally can get away with it. I'm going to say it again, guys, but wait, there's more. I also have big chunky bound ones. So here are just 2 examples off my shelf. I have more. Here's the daily from Hemlock and Oak. This is a 6 month. Here is a 6 month from Clever Fox. I have other daily options for both of these companies. And I think a couple others possibly, but nice, beautiful bound book options. So that's another like year-ish worth. Also have disc bound pages from Inkwell Press. I was using these quite a bit, so I don't necessarily have an entire, I don't know, 90-day or like half-year supply of these daily pages, but I have plenty of them. So if I want to do disc bound, I could also jump into those. And this, all of this, somebody's mowing again. All of this is extra. So it's just years and years worth of daily pages that are perfectly usable. I have no business getting another daily planner because I have tons. And this is not even including any of my TRP planners that come with daily pages. This is just 2 examples of planners that I haven't used. They're TRP planners. They're both Sterling inks, but I've got plenty in Sterling ink and other companies that I haven't used and I could reuse. These have weekly pages, but they also have a page for every day. So if I wanted to use these for a daily, like a daily duo substitute, I totally could. Here's 2 years worth right here in TN size. But I have other ones too in A5. I also have other ones in weeks and various different sizes. So guys, moral of my story is I don't need another daily duo. As much as I want that new planner, it's shiny and new, I don't need it because I have years and years worth of daily duo pages. Now, weekly planners I jump in and out of a lot. You know, I have specific ones. I like my EC Hourly. I want one of those every year, and I'm not gonna not get any weekly planners ever again, but I'm not gonna get a daily planner in the foreseeable future. Even if a company wants to gift me one, I think I'm gonna have to say no to daily planners because there's only so much you can do with a daily page because it's just a daily page. Like, these all basically have very similar formats. Even when they redesigned the Daily Duo, when I loved the redesign, I was like, oh, this is a game changer. They added more pages in. It's mostly the same thing, give or take a little bit. Like this one has other pages in it. This one only has the 1 note page a week. I can get away with it because I use weekly planners too. So it's not like I'm going to be suffering not having those extra pages every week in my daily planner. I had to clear some space. I was ranting too long. I ran out of space. There's just not that much difference in the daily page. As much as I like certain ones over others, All of these are great, valid options that I loved at some point, that I wanted to use at some point, that I reviewed for you guys at some point. There's no reason at all in the world why I need another daily duo. Do I still want it and I still have that itch? Like, I really want the brand new shiny daily duo? Absolutely. But I'm going to, first of all, use every page in this. It's going to be my challenge. It's going to be something I check in with you guys about. And then I'm going to start using up some of these. And I don't know if it's going to be a case of like, okay, I'm going to use this one to completion before I move on to the next one. I may end up committing like that just to get more of these off of my shelf and not have like a month used here and a month used here and all sorts of gobbledygook. I am so just over it, guys. Here's something that totally pushed me over the edge. First of all, I'm running out of planner shelf space. Like, I have a giant bookcase in my room running out of planner space. Got too many planners to review, got too many shinies that I love and haven't been able to use all that much. The health thing was a big deal. Like, if you're not using planners for an entire quarter, it really changes how many planners you really want to use and realistically can use. I'm definitely a multi-planner user. I still am using like 4 or 5 different planners, but I'm not using nearly as many as I thought I would hopping into this year. I was really gung-ho, really excited about separating out certain categories. I have a dedicated gaming planner, which I've really dove into. It's basically a hobby planner, but right now it's just Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Speaking of Hello Kitty, my nails are Hello Kitty. Super cute. Love how they turned out. I did end up like hurting myself right there. But the rest of them look real good. And I love, there's the little pink polka dots. She's amazing. I love my nails. I have that planner. It's a TN like this, but it's black and I made a Godzilla to put on the front. But I'm not using a whole lot of my extra planners. I've got a reading log, the gaming planner, a content planner. Now I have a cake pop journal. It's just a notebook, like A5 size, little Hubman and Chubb Girl notebook, which is super cute. I'm using the Daily Duo. I'm using a Sterling Ink Hourly in place of my EC Hourly right now, but in May I'm going to switch back to the EC Hourly finally. It's been a long time and I really love the EC Hourly. But yeah, I have so many planners that I got thinking I was going to use them for various things. I also use a Hobonichi Hone for an evening journal, and I use a Hobonichi Hone for more of like a wellness type of journal. I didn't end up using my fitness one that I had picked out. I talked about this in a vlog recently. It just totally was a reevaluation period. And another thing, and I'm not gonna like crap on other content creators, but I noticed, like, not gonna lie, I had so much FOMO with the Erin Condren launch. I didn't receive a launch box, but basically, like, I'm an affiliate level person. I'm not gonna get any of the collabs, basically. Like, maybe something here and there if I'm really lucky, but otherwise no. And then the affiliates also got to put in to get the launch box or similar package. It was a smaller option, but I didn't get that either. So I didn't get anything Erin Condren launch at all whatsoever. And I saw the ladies who did, and not saying none of them didn't deserve it, because they're all awesome. They all have great followings. A lot of them do really, really good short form content. And I follow and love many, many of the EC people. So I'm not crapping on anybody. But at the same time, those same people are posting EC launch video after EC launch video, and I did like 4. Like, these people are posting multiples too. As the sneak peeks are coming, they're generating hype, they're posting multiple stories and all this stuff, getting people super excited, which is great. It's like, if that's the planner you love, that's the one you're going to be talking about. And you guys know, I use EC. I love EC. It's one of my top planner companies. You know, I've talked about this in multiple videos. I've proven it in multiple videos. Like, hello, I'm using my EC stuff. I've used my EC Hourly for years. I've proven I'm an EC person, and I'm going to share that with you guys. Same with the other planners I use. Like, I talk so much about Moxie Life because I use Moxie Life. Their goal setting system is totally a life-changing thing for me. I use it. I love it. Even like with shingle stuff, I'm not using it as much, but I still think in that way of like, okay, what am I going to do this week in my 8 categories? I still think about it. Even if I'm not in their planner system, I still was using a different planner to write out my 8 categories. So I promote the heck out of them because I love them. I love EC. I'm not going to shill things just to shill things. And I'm seeing these same EC creators who got the EC launch boxes like the very effing next day pimping out other planners. I was like, wait a minute, the EC fun hasn't even died down yet, and you're posting 3 other different types of planners that you're super hyped about. Like, okay, come on. Are we just flat out influencers trying to make that bag? Like, can't knock the grind? Like, go ahead, do your thing. But at the same time, like, that takes away a little bit of trust. Like, I see TikTok influencers, I see YouTube creators who are just flat out influencers. I follow one that's very, very large. Love her, not gonna crap on her either. She'll post these like various videos like empties videos or my current skincare videos, and she's promoting like 4,000 different products, and I'm like, girl, we know you don't use all these things on your freaking face every single day, right? It's a lie. Okay, it's just a lie. It's for YouTube. And I've tried really hard to maintain very much authenticity across the different platforms, across my channel. It's very, very important to me to not just show you guys any old thing, because I get people contacting me to show you guys any old thing. I get tons of people contacting me for just junk. If it's something I'm not going to be personally interested in, and it's something I don't think any of you guys are going to be interested in, I don't take those things. So I've promoted various planner companies on this channel and be like, hey, this is a pretty one. They have a unique concept here and there. And I talk about them very, very sparingly because I don't use those planners. But if you're telling me 4 different companies have the best planner ever and you show it on the screen, you're like, here's 2 examples of me using this layout, and then you never show the planner again because you're not effing using the planner, then I think there's a disconnect here, right? Like, I'm talking Daily Do. This is too much, right? This all is too much, but I'm talking Daily Duo because I've freaking been using the Daily Duo, you know? Like, it's been a planner I've actually been using. So my gripe is the artificiality, the overconsumption, the super duper hype, and it's not just one planner company. It's not just one planner creator. It's multiples. It's multiple companies. It's multiple creators. They create all this hype and just artificial crap. Like, I want to get past this. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to review this many planners anymore. So if some planner company comes out with something super unique, I want to try it out because I'm going to be that person that tries out all the things, reviews all the things, but I don't need to keep repurchasing the same thing that I can reuse. So I'm just kind of, first of all, disgusted with myself for purchasing all of this. And yes, some of it's to review for you guys, but some of it's just plain old overconsumption. Like, I didn't need 3 different versions of the same A5 Daily Duo. I just didn't need that many. And I was way choosier at my EC launch. I got all the accessories, even though some of them I have in other colors, and not gonna lie, they make me happy. They're like price point, super small storage, not a big deal. I bought 1 actual planner and I went back and forth because I'm like, do I need this planner? Abso-freaking-lutely not. I do not need this planner. Do I want this planner to play around with because it's shiny and new? Absolutely. Do I want to review it for my channel? Absolutely. So I did get 1 planner and I put that Daily Duo in my freaking shopping cart like 3 times. Not gonna lie. Put it in there like 3 times, knowing I had pages in here. Knowing I probably had a couple of other Daily Duos. Hello. Like, I have stuff for like half a decade, maybe longer. I don't need another daily planner, right? So I took it out and then I really like got real with myself and looked at my shelves and pulled out all of these, and there's still other dailies on my shelf. These are not all the daily planners. Like TRP, I've got tons of TRPs still to use. And already I told you guys I'm not purchasing a TRP planner for 2026. I've got ones to reuse. And so that was already something I have committed myself to. Even if they're shiny and new and pretty, the only exception I would have is if there's like a bright teal cover or a bright pink cover that somebody releases, like a hot pink. Oh girl, I'm gonna get one. You know, if it comes in a layout that I love and use, like horizontal, TN. I use the heck out of this. It's my gaming planner. It's one of my most used planners. It's a TN horizontal, just like these 2. I have 2 more years of horizontal TNs. Don't need one. Like, I like both of these. I like the covers just fine. Don't need another one, right? I don't need another Hobonichi because I have half-used Hobonichis. I don't need another Moxie Life because I have 14 undated and various Moxie Lives I've already purchased. So I'm going to be way choosier moving forward because of this. And this is just a small snippet of the planner overconsumption and planner insanity. And I want to be real with you guys. This has been a struggle of mine for months. Like, even before the EC launch is what just pushed me over the edge when I'm seeing like certain people getting the launch boxes. Not that they're not deserving, because they push out really good content. They're not all actually using any EC planners. So it's like, oh, it's painful when there's like people that are just strictly planner influencers, and that's all they do, and that's all the content they post. And while they use some of the planners, they can't use all the planners they're promoting, right? Same with me. I've bought way more clearly than I'm able to use. And some of it is for review purposes because people do like reviews and they need reviews of planners from real people who use real planners. But you can't tell me that every planner's the best planner ever and I should buy it, right? There's a disconnect here for me. So I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to show you guys every cool new planner anymore. Because you know what? I have some things that I use that I love. And if there's one that's really unique and it really grabs my attention, I will end up getting it. One of the planners I want to get for 2026 is a Wonderland 222. I ended up getting a few that I can repurpose for 2025 because I haven't loved all the Bad Batch TRP, but I ended up getting Wonderland 222s that have the old school TRP. And I'm super excited to dive into one of those at some point. But yeah, guys, it's just too much. And I just see people, not just one person, I'm talking about all across the board. Maybe I'm subscribed to way too many YouTubers, but I'm seeing 4 different planners being pushed out right now. Not just EC, there's Daily Grind stuff. There's other planner companies, Planner Perfect, Simplified Planner. There's all these other planner companies pushing out very similar planners. I'm not gonna lie, they're all very similar. They do the job, like pick one, basically. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they're all fine. Everybody's gonna have their preference. I'm getting a drink, I'm getting worked up. They're all fine. At the end of the day, they're gonna do the job. And at the end of the day, the most important factor about your planner is if you're gonna effing use your planner. You know, this does no good sitting on my shelf, not being used, and then things slipping through the cracks. The number one most important planner purchase choice is, are you gonna actually effing use your planner? Like, put on your big girl panties and use your effing planner. Set a reminder on your watch or your phone so you know to put your to-do list in your freaking planner, right? At the end of the day, I see so many people, myself included, like, oh, I can't find a system that works for me. I'm sorry. Put on your big girl panties and use the freaking planner you already have. And that's me in this video telling you guys, I'm not buying another Daily Duo. And not just that, I'm not gonna buy another Moxie Life daily planner. I'm not gonna buy any other brand daily planner because I have too many. Because I can plan in these daily planners for 5+ years, just with the ones on the table, not including the other ones that are on my shelf right now. And so this is me just getting to that breaking point of WTF have I done? Why am I like this? Please, somebody rein me in. And this is me holding myself accountable because I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to have 14 different Daily Duos on my shelf that are just collecting dust. And while I like each one, I don't need each one. What I did with one of them specifically, you guys know I don't like the colorful tabs, ripped those puppies right out. Like, I don't use the monthlies hardly at all. So I just have like the dashboard page and the daily pages. And I'm going to redate all these. So it'll be fine. I'll just use it. I don't need the daily tabs. Like in the Daily Duo specifically, I don't necessarily need the daily tabs because I mostly just leave this open to my page of the day. So here's my daily page. I just leave it on my daily page and clip my pen to the top. And that's how it stays. I don't need the tabs because I don't flip back and forth, right? This one I just make the night before and flip to the new page and get it done. And like flip backwards. On Friday, generally I do like a to-do list catch up. So whatever things I didn't get to through the week, I either migrate them to the next week or do them at the time. It's just a catch up day. So I'm over it, guys. I'm over all of it. I told you guys I wanted to shift to different content anyway, and it's all been the same kind of realization. And even during 2025 planner purchases, I feel like I was a little bit choosier, but I still bought way too many planners. And I knew that at that point in time, for 2026, I want at least half my planners to be redated planners. I just want to use more of what I have already instead of keep buying the same planners, just new versions. Like, I was really convinced before 2025 planners came out that I wasn't going to purchase a Moxie Life planner at all. I thought I was going to redo like these pages I showed you somewhere in this video where I just take this, make my own categories. I did that for like half a year. I didn't need a Moxie Life because I don't use the weekly pages in the Moxie Life. And year after year, I've tried to come up with some way to use those weekly pages that I never use, those weekly spread pages. I just use the goal setting pages. And then they came out with the new covers, and the new covers totally suckered me in. And guess what, guys? Haven't been using the Moxie Life Planner that well. There's been definite big gaps where I'm just like, oh, you know what? I've forgotten about this because it's not with my, Daily Duo. When it was with my Daily Duo and I was redoing those pages, I was using the Moxie Life system every week, pretty much. Now there's been lots of weeks where I just forget about using it because I'm not using the weekly pages. I'm only using the goal setting pages. So I'm definitely having a lot of thoughts and feels about all the planner overconsumption, just hype in general. Like, get a planner that you like, that you love, that you're going to use. Get a couple. I don't care. Switch back and forth between a couple. But how many do each of us need? We don't need this many. And this is just dailies, guys. This isn't even all the dailies on my shelf. And again, part of it, I justify it because I don't spend a whole lot of money on various other things. I buy planner stuff. I buy some hobby stuff. Like, I don't spend a ton of money on clothes and purses and fashion. I get my nails did. I get my hair done every once in a while. I spend money on beautiful stationery, beautiful stickers, and I justify it that way. It's like, okay, I'm generating a little income through this channel, not this much income, like not to cover all these planners. So I want to be smarter about those decisions moving forward. And it's going to be a big shift. Like I said, on this channel, content-wise, I had a lot of reasons going into wanting to change my content. And one of them is I don't want to be just a planner channel. I don't want to be another dime a dozen person that's just shilling planners to you guys. And I have always been really choosy and careful with what I have shown you guys because I do want to give you guys some more options besides just like every year being like, I love my Daily Duo, the end. I want to give you guys other options that are perfectly viable. I'd like to try out other options too, not gonna lie. I like being able to hop into other planners here and there, and weekly planners, I do that way more often than I do a daily planner. But it's something I love to do personally. I love experimenting with planners. I love reviewing planners for you guys, but I don't want that to be all this channel becomes. And I was hitting that point, especially in Vlogmas, where I was like, okay, something's got to give. Like, this is just not what I want my channel to be only. And so I've definitely shifted it, the being sick, total realization. Also, not getting some of the things I really wanted, total other realization. Talked about the Erin Condren disappointment multiple times now, just definitely taking a step back from any of the content I put out. I want it to be content I love. And I'm still totally not knocking EC. Clearly, I love EC, but getting passed over for the creator thing and the excuse being I'm not a short form content creator gave me a choice to be like, okay, do I want to play the game? Do I want to make the short form content? Because I can. I mean, I'm capable of it, but I don't freaking want to. It really came down to like a make or break moment for me to where am I going to be a planner influencer or am I going to just be me? And I really had to evaluate and think about it. And with my illness issues along with that and having other passions, you guys know I like a lot of other things too. I like reading, I like gaming, cozy games, I like home stuff, I like organization stuff, I like baking, I like food stuff. There's tons of other things that I would like to talk about and cover, and the planner stuff was just getting to be too much. So when I got rejected for that EC thing, something totally like clicked in my brain, like, okay, snap out of this. Like, I don't want to be just somebody who shills planners for the sake of shilling planners, And I had that moment of, okay, do I just make the short form content so I can be the EC creator person, or do I switch directions? Do I do a little of both? What do I want to do? What do I want this channel's impact to be? And I really freaking had to think about it. I had the choice to pursue that even more. OMG, the lawn people. Like, I swear, as soon as I started this voiceover, I hear another hedge trimmer or weed whacker or something. OMG. But I really just have to decide. I just want to do you, boo, basically. Like, I'm going to shift the channel. I'm going to snap out of some of the planner craziness, and I'm not going to participate in some of the planner craziness. I will still participate in some. I'm still going to be reviewing planners, but I'm going to do it how it makes me happy and how I can be proud of it versus like doing it just to do it, doing it just to fit in, doing it just to get the collab boxes. You know, there's a big difference in my mind, having the authenticity behind it versus being in the know, being the influencer. And I just don't want to play those games. I don't want to have to film short form content just to play the game and just to get the boxes. And so I'm kind of opting out of that aspect of it. And I am totally not on the people that are making a living talking about planners, because we all love planners, and I'm not trying to bash anybody here. I am just not that person. I'm just not that person. And I really had to come to that realization. As much as I would love to be that person, I'm just not. I have too many other passions and hobbies and things that I hyper focus on, and I'm just not going to be that person, and I never will be. And I just have to do what I want to do. So like, I commend the ones that are really grinding and who can have all the planner reviews and who do get all the collab boxes, because it's definitely a gift and it does take a lot of freaking effort. So I'm not trying to on anybody. Like I said, it's not a bash fest. It's just figuring out what I want to do for myself. And that's where this video rant comes in. It's a personal thing for me, not necessarily like to say, oh, they're doing it wrong. It's just not what I want for my own channel and for my own peace of mind. And my content definitely shifted over the last, I don't know, year or two to be primarily just planners. And I never want to put like all my eggs in one basket type situation. I want it to be more of a lifestyle. And I want to go back to more of my roots of, you know, I started this as like a soon-to-be mommy vloggy type of thing, and I don't want to share my kids necessarily, but I definitely want to share that lifestyle aspect of it because I am so multi-passionate. I want to talk about what I'm excited about, and I think some of the planner excitement has worn off. As many planners as are out there, there's so much overconsumption, there's so much oversaturation, and I'm just taking a step back from that part of it. And so I hope that makes sense, that this is not like a rant fest about anybody. I'm not targeting this at anybody. I'm just sharing my own truth and sharing my own breaking point and realizations. And I hope that you guys understand where I'm coming from with all of this, and it doesn't come off too crazy, or maybe just a little crazy. Some of it has gotten into the overconsumerism, and some of it's gotten into the shiny and new, and I don't want that to be where this channel goes. I don't want to be just a planner YouTuber that's going to shove planners in your face all the time. And I think I was leaning more towards that the further I went into the planner goodness. And I'm taking a step back from that. You guys know, like, I have another big life shift thing going on. I'm starting a little cake pop business, and I'm super happy with it. I've shared some on this channel about it. So I know some of you guys have already seen that, and I'll continue to do some more daily vlogging type stuff as well. I'll still have planner videos, clearly. Like, I just filmed one before doing this crazy rant planner video. And again, I don't want to knock anybody else's grind. Like, if you make your living off planners, because that's what you love and that's what you're into, like, you get a gold star, that's great. I love that people can make livings sharing things that they love, and I do love planners too. So like, this has been one of my first videos on my scrapbook channel was a planner video, because I've always been that kid who had the like Lisa Frank sticker book and had the little school planner and always had a little to-do list. That's just me. That's just ingrained in my DNA. But that's not all that I am, you know, and I want to be able to share other things on this channel. I've shifted lots of times. Like, this channel didn't start out just being a planner channel. It just kind of moved towards that more and more, and I'm just going away from that a little bit. And this is part of the insanity of why. So I hope it's not too ranty. I'm not trying to call out any specific people at all whatsoever. I personally follow a ton of creators and various other different ones, like the Moxie Live creators, the EC folks. Like, not knocking anybody specifically, it's just too much when you put it all together and you're seeing like just planner after planner after planner after planner, and I'm just getting what I would say is like planner overconsumption fatigue, just planner launch. And we're not even into most of the planner launches. Like, we're coming into the planner launch season maybe like September-ish, a little before September, when all the planners start coming out, and I'm gonna have to watch my own video and go back and be really specific. So when Sterling Ink comes out with 42 different options, I don't buy 42 different Sterling Inks, knowing I have 2 perfectly good ones right here. This isn't even close to all of my Sterling Inks, guys. This is just two. I use this one as a gratitude thing for a little while. but most of it's empty. I could totally still use it. This one, I don't know what this one was going to be. I don't even know if it had a purpose. But yeah, 2 years worth of sterling inks right here, ready to go. And I don't need any more, so I have to keep reminding myself. And I may do like screen grab videos, commentarying, just like planner commentary about the various launches, like screen grab videos, very similar to I did the launch videos for Erin Condren, and personally not purchase every single stinking planner. I don't need to purchase every sterling ink to tell you guys about the sterling inks, you know? So that's part of me shifting is, okay, I might love the sterling ink planners, but I already have one. So I don't need one. I might want 42 more, but I don't need to. And it has to be a really, really stinking good one for me to justify why I would need another one over what I have right here. So I don't need another one. And like these covers from 2024, she said that they were hard to produce, but I love them. I have quite a few of these pink ones and I absolutely love it. Mine held up so great the whole year when I was using an A5, and I want to use this one. It's pink, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I have nothing more to say that it's just gorgeousissimo and I want to use it. So I have to remind myself, like, I'll be looking at the new sterling inks and I'll be like, okay, but put this one right in front of your eyes because I need to make sure I know this one's there and it's beautiful and I need to use it. Even though if the other ones are shinier and newer and have the right dates where I have to redate this one, I have to just remind myself. And so that's what some of this video is. Some of it is ranting for me. Some of it's ranting for you. Some of it's a good reminder for everybody to really just check yourself. Do you really need another planner? Probably a lot of us don't. And then there are some of us who just buy one planner, and I commend you. Like, you buy one, you stick with it for the year. You're probably not watching 5,000 YouTube videos and getting influenced by 5,000 other planners. So you probably don't need this rant or reminder like some of us do where we hoard planners like they're treasures. So yeah, there you go. There's my whole giant rant. I hope it wasn't too crazy, but definitely let out the crazy. So you're welcome, and I'm sorry. Like, if you wanted to buy 42 planners, you do you, girl. Go do it if you want to. But if you are just kind of stuck in the habit of doing it and getting too into the FOMO aspect of it, or if you also have that twinge, if you also have that little voice in your head being like, do you really need this planner? This video's for you. This video's for you to snap yourself out of it and be like, girl, please, you don't need 42 more planners. You need to get one planner and stick with it and use it. And planner peace, planner unicorns, they don't exist. Anything can be. It's if you use it and commit to it and make it work for you. A lot of planners have open-ended space for various things. You can make it however you want to make it. It's just, I'm going to leave this one open because this is actually what I'm going to use today as my to-do list. But it's just one of those things, guys, where I'm just like, enough is enough. For me personally, I reached my breaking point when I can't stick new planners on my shelf. When it's full of planners, it's just too much. When I'm looking at my daily planners and I'm like, oh my gosh, I got 5 years of daily planners right in front of me. At least 5 years, maybe more. And I don't even know how many are on the shelf. And then these could also be daily planners. When I also talk about the TRP planners into the mix, and this isn't even talking about just plain old notebooks. I have so many notebooks that could be used for daily planning. WTF. Enough is enough. I'm over it. I want to still do planner videos. I'm still going to get into launch video time. But I have to keep reminding myself, like, eyes on the prize. I don't need more of certain ones. There you go. I'm going to be super, super freaking choosy about 2026 planners. This is my pledge. Hold me to it, guys. Some of us need to hold each other accountable because some of us have way too many planners, you know? It's not as serious as Actual Planners Anonymous, but it's definitely a problem. All that aside, like, not even talking budget things, but I've seen like some Filofax people way back in the day talk about like they didn't have money to pay their bills because they bought too many Filofaxes. And I was like, what the F is wrong with you people? Like, do not go into debt. Do not go into debt for this. You know, it's paper, it's other plastics and things. Do not go into debt. 100%, that's insane to me. Like, do not put yourself in debt to collect paper. Let's be a little bit more resourceful. I really have tried super hard to use stickers, but I still purchase more stickers. I don't think I'm gonna say no stickers until I use all my stickers because I'm just not willing to do that yet, but I'm more slowly inching towards that with planners. Like, okay, maybe no more planner purchases for a while, or very, very few, because I do want to review some for you guys. There are some I want to try out, but I'm cutting back hugely, hugely for future years. So 2026 is going to be the change up year for sure. And even halfway through this year, I thought I was going to purchase way more than I did. I'm going to stick with just the one dashboard layout for now. And like certain companies may come out with academic planners as well. I think Sterling Ink did, but I'm not going to purchase any other academic planners that I know about. I purchased some from Laurel Denise, and I have one coming from Erin Condren, and that's good. I'm good, guys. That's enough. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it wasn't too crazy for you, but also crazy enough that maybe it resonates with some of you guys too. I hope you guys are well. Be sure to like and subscribe and follow me along. I've been doing a lot more other non-plannery goodness content, just day in the lives and various cake pop goodness coming up. I also still have some pen reviews to share, so there's still lots more planner goodness to share. Even when I'm ranting about too many planners, I will still have plenty of planner videos for you guys. So definitely stay tuned. Please subscribe. I'd love to have you stick around. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!